HBO's Vinyl is one of the most anticipated shows of 2016. Executive produced by Martin Scorsese and Mick Jagger, it shows us early 70s New York and the evolution of the music scene in the city. We spoke with the iconic rocker as well as the entire cast, including Olivia Wilde, Bobby Cannavale, and more. So get ready for a great night behind the Velvet Rope. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, the incomparable Mick Jagger. Mick, talk to me about how this show came about and putting this era of rock on screen.
So it started, I had an idea that I wanted to do a movie about the music business. Not about so much about artists, that artists would be in it, but I wanted to do a movie about how crazy the business was and how crooked it was and how weird it was, because no one had ever done that before. So I started this idea and we wrote some scripts with it. And then Marty and I developed it. I went to Marty, he thought it was a good idea, so Marty and I developed it, and over the years it became a TV show.
Richie's quite a character, a conflicted character, dealing with, hey, I want to be a good guy, but at the same time there's that party animal side of him. Talk to me about bringing that conflict to life.
Well, you know, I think at the very heart of what he really is an artist. And it's exciting, you know, there's not a lot of opportunities really to see that in a television show or even in a movie, to see an artist portrayed. And even though he runs a label, he's also a businessman. He's cutthroat. He's an addict. He's a lot of things, but at heart he's an artist, and what means the most to him is the music. And so that's what's really fun, is playing that kind of conflict, this guy holding on to this label, his legacy, his artistry above everything else, and how hard that is in 1973.
I love Deb, and seeing, especially in the one scene where the party at the house, and she's confronted by the past and her party animal side, and you see those eyes twinkle.
She wants in.
She wants back in.
Yeah.
What's it like portraying that conflict as a character, the good and the bad?
It's interesting. I like playing people who have to bury a lot of what they're thinking and feeling, because, you know, then that comes through in interesting ways. So it's good that it's a series, because Devin has a lot of evolving to do, and I look forward to people witnessing it.
Talk to me about being able to flex both your drama chops and your comedy chops.
Well, I did comedy for a long time, and I still do it. I still do stand-up and all that. So this is the direction I wanted to go, but I love anything that mixes the two. And this, believe it or not, this show does. It's a drama, no doubt about it. But there's a comedic little tone in there also. So it's the best of both worlds. You know, I don't know, it's the role of a lifetime for me to work with these guys. So I just keep having to pinch myself that I'm in it.
One of the things I love is she looks at this opportunity, and even though it's essentially a sinking ship, she sees her ability to rise upon that.
Well, I think it's like she has the sort of reaction in the sense that it's not that everyone was going, oh my god, I love this so much, this is so brilliant. It's actually that there's a real reaction. There's a visceral reaction in the audience when the Nasty Bits plays, which is anger, it's frustration, it's like, oh my god, it's like this explosive fight that happened, you know? And I think in that moment she realizes, oh my god, these guys have something to say. This could be amazing, because there's definitely an emptiness for people as audience members being made to really feel something like that.
Your one-liners in this show are
thank you, sir.
Out of control, man.
Oh my God.
Trying to get credit every single time you
Yeah,
do.
he's a snivelly little weasel, isn't he? Definitely.
You get to work with the best in the business as a young actor.
Best in the business. I mean, they're all here right now. No, I mean, as a young actor, it's insane because you just get to. I'm the youngest person in the main cast, so I have the pleasure of just observing all of these veterans do what they do best, and just to get to absorb all of this. I get to witness everybody do their craft the way that it's supposed to be done. It was insane. It was sensational.
And this show is so much raucous fun. Yeah. How does it come together with you, Mick, and Martin? It's got to be just, I can't even imagine those meetings of let's make a show about punk rock, drugs, sex, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
I got a call in 2007 from Martin Scorsese who said, listen, I'm working on this project set in the world of rock and roll with Mick Jagger. You think you want to be involved? I was like, yeah, I think I do, actually. I was like, Wow. Oh my God. So yeah, it started then. It started as a movie project. It took a couple of years for us to realize, you know what? I think this will work better on TV. We have a much bigger sprawling canvas to tell this story, which it really needs. So we decided, all right, let's set it in the 70s. We picked 1973 specifically because that was the year that punk, disco, and hip hop were all invented within about a 5-month period of each other. It's a fascinating time in the music business. You see the dawn of all these genres happening in New York, which was just an insane asylum at the time. And we're off to the races.
I love that you're here supporting another HBO show because I know how much HBO has meant to you. How excited are you to see Vinyl?
I'm so excited, and there's nothing selfless about this. What could be more exciting than being here at the premiere of the show? That I'm sure is up to HBO standards and smart and unpredictable, funny, great.
When you look at someone like Martin Scorsese, what makes someone like him so special? You've worked with everybody. What makes him so special?
Well, he's kind of, in our time, has defined in many ways the American film scene. I mean, he himself is a film historian. He's a student of film. He's an incredible director of film. He has this great New York persona, and he's so respected, so articulate, he's one of the greats, and we're lucky to be living in his lifetime.
So many wonderful people are involved, and I think you could sense from the PAs to the DP, everybody's so excited to be on it, everybody brings their game, and it just makes everybody better. So it's been such a joy, and really, I'm not going to say easy, but there's been such a great sense of calm about it because, everything from the sets to the costumes to makeup, everything is just on point, and it makes my job, at least, so much easier.
Everything that comes out of your mouth on the show is a mistake.
Oh, it's so inappropriate. Yeah, he's the most uncouth man in the world. He's great. Like, if he can look at a contract, because I play a lawyer, and one of the partners who's a lawyer, on paper, alone in a room, I will find a contract, I will sift through it, I am brilliant, but when I open my mouth, it's inappropriate, and I could probably lose a lot of great stars that we're repping.
I got to tell you, Skip is the man on this show.
Whoa, the man!
He's hilarious. Watching you, Ray, and Bobby work together on the scams and everything else is incredible. It must have been a blast on set.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's always a blast working with Marty because he's like, as I've been telling everyone, anything goes on a Martin Scorsese set. You come in with whatever you want to come in with. He takes it. He either uses it. He goes, don't do that, or do that. But it's always couched in this kind of positive glow. So he actively encourages you to make mistakes, to talk over one another, to improvise. So you can't even go wrong when you're working on. This is my 4th gig with him, and man, it just gets better every time. And these guys are like, they're complete. Ray's a maniac.
He's a pro.
He's unbelievably funny. So we just sit and laugh the entire time. So it's great.
The thing that strikes me is it's so authentic feeling, from the graffiti in the subways to the clothes to the language. When you guys were filming this, did it blow you away? Did it make you feel like, holy cow, I'm transported back to 70s New York?
100%. I have never been on a show where cast would not leave set while they were shooting other stuff. Like, when they would do music shows, everybody would stay, and it would be like, I'm at a rock show from the 70s. How did this happen? Like, just the detail in clothes, in makeup, in hair, in set. I've never been a part of anything like it.
It was fantastic, just having sort of the stamp of approval for all of the music stuff from Mick Jagger made everything feel like you knew it was authentic, but then it was like, oh, he was there, he lived it, he must know what he's talking about because he's Mick Jagger.
That scene with the 2 days of partying was the best. Talk to me about, just filming that scene. It looked like absolute manicness.
To work with Bobby and to work with Andrew, and I tell you what, it was fabulous. Coming off The Wolf of Wall Street, Mr. Leo DiCaprio, and then playing with Bobby Cannavale. I mean, I got 2 of the best there.
It was incredible. It was like being on a Coke trip. I wouldn't know anything about that. No, I really wouldn't. But it did feel very exciting and adrenaline rush, and it's such a sexy show. It's really cool to be a part of.
I tell my friends it's like going to the best summer camp you ever dreamed of. It's like you get up in the morning, you're excited to go to work, and you bring the best part of who you are to set every day. And then you get to clash with all these amazing collaborators to bring out even more than what you thought was possible.
Talk to me about this era, punk rock, New York. What was it like?
Well, we didn't really have punk rock then because the corporation hadn't gotten hold of it yet. So it was just kind of like a time of like great creativity and bacchanal.
Were you a fan of that period of music, the punk rock? Was that like heart for you?
You know, I listened to a lot of different styles of music from the 70s, and that punk vein is just as important as all the rest of them in the 70s, and a very important part to rock and roll. So the way that they can portray this is going to be something special.